March 18th, Mike Tyson Razor Ruddock dies. If he doesn't die, it doesn't count. If he's not dead, it doesn't count.
Lee Selby, fire away, please, gentlemen. First of all, tell us what you think.
How's it feel? It feels great. To be honest, I'm really sunk in. Like, there's such a build-up in the training and the fight. Okay. Yeah, there's such like a build-up in the training. Like, after I fought, obviously I'm buzzing and happy. And when I'm sat back in the dressing room, give it like an hour, and I start feeling like a bit down, a bit depressed, looking forward to the next fight. It's like it's such how can I put it? It's like such a build-up, and then it's just all over. Yeah.
It's difficult when anyone could be going to a first world title challenge and be as relaxed as you looked in the first sort of 4 rounds. You weren't relaxed.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, in the dressing room, back in my hotel, I wouldn't relax. I get nervous before the fight. But then as soon as I hear my ring tune, I see the crowd, I hear the noise, just something comes over me.
Great taste in music, by the way, big L.
Thank you very much.
Great reception as well. How unrelaxed were you? I mean, what were you sort of doing? Were you bothering everyone else?
Not bothering everyone. I just get nervous. I overestimate my opponents. I make out they're better than what they are in my head. And as soon as I get in the ring, I feel their first punch, or I slip their first punch, and I land mine, and it's satisfaction.
Is that the best performance of your career?
It's sad to say. He's probably the best opponent, and I beat him with relative ease. I didn't really get out of second gear, so like just coasted with the run, really.
Was it easier than you expected from that?
Just less than his words, what I expected.
You said the style of this fight.
I say, with these pressure fighters, they're tough men. If they can hit you, if you hit them and they can hit you back, they're happy, they'll do that all night. Just when you make them miss, that's what disheartens the type of fighters and breaks their heart. That's why I win.
He seemed to kind of come into it towards the end. In fact, just before the stoppage of the round before, it seemed to he wasn't stopping. Did you feel that as well? Did you feel that he was kind of putting the pressure on even more than he did in the first?
Yeah, he was trying to pressure me through the whole fight. He was a world champion. It was his 5th defence. They're tough men. They're fighting their hearts off.
I mean, to me it looked like the cut saved him from getting knocked out, really, because he seems to be running out of ideas. His legs seem to be going.
I wasn't hitting when I had the shots. I was just breaking them down, waiting. I wanted like a spectacular knockout. I was waiting for like a nice clean shot, and I was letting my feet down the bone. Until then, I was just not boxing, just comfortable.
Eddie, how does it feel to you to have another world champion in the camp?
It feels great. It's like the whole night's been a bit mad, to be honest with you. Like normally it's just one fight for the world title, and you can, obviously, and then Lee boxed, then we're straight out with Kevin Mitchell as well. But I think a lot of credit goes to Jamie and Chris Sanagar, who have really brought him up, through the small hall route. We teamed up 6 fights ago maybe, and when we signed him, people were saying to me like, "Why are you signing Lee Selby? Like, he doesn't sell tickets." But I saw him box Martin Lindsay on one of our shows, and there was something about him. I saw him walk into the ring with this like attitude and to that song. And I just thought, I like this guy, and he can half fight. And from there, we've boxed him in. He made his debut for us in Blackpool, which is what it's all about at the Winter Gardens. Don't get much bigger than that. Then from there we went to Hull, then we went to the O2. Then we came back to we went to Wales, then we went back to Wales, then we went to the O2 again for Brunker, now we come back to the O2 for the world title. So it's been absolutely fantastic, and Lee is one of those fighters that, Jamie and Chris manage him superbly, but what you're going to get from Lee Selby. You're going to get a guy who dedicates his entire life to the sport. So when he turns up, and he had to deal with the fact that we were going to box here on April 25th for the world title. So they went out to LA, got all it prepared, then it was delayed till May the 30th, and they come home, went back, but they left no stone unturned, and they would have known, and he knew, that he couldn't have done anything more than he did to prepare for that, and the proof was in the pudding with the performance, because you don't have performances like that unless you prepared the way he did.
Lee, you seem to celebrate before the scorecards were even announced. We thought it was a stoppage. Is that what it was as well? Did you just think it was a stoppage? Did you know it was going to?
I seen the doctor stop it.
Yeah.
Maybe go to the scorecards, but I thought I won enough every round.
Was it difficult? It was almost like a bronco, but a stronger and tougher bronco. He kept on coming forward. Was that difficult to take as well? You hit him some good shots and he just kept on coming and kept on coming.
No, I'm mentally strong in the fights. Obviously, physically, I'm always super fit. But like, that's when the mental strength comes in. Is it, you can hit with your best shots and they just keep coming all night. But like, I've been out to America, sparring with like some of the tough Mexican fighters, and they're the same type of fighters. So I was just used to it.
Well, everyone knows about one of your brothers, but you dedicated it, didn't you, to your other brother? Do you want to say a bit about him?
He's my older brother. He started up boxing before I started at the age of 8, I think. And then when I turned that age, I followed after him. He's one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. He passed away in 2008. He was working away. He slipped. He was with a friend, and they were out drinking. And they had a bit of an argument. They went their separate ways. He slipped into like a ravine and drowned. But yeah, I think maybe days.
Where was that now? In Barry's?
No, he was working away with Western Supermarkets.
So he wasn't boxing at that time, was he?
No. He only boxed for a few years as an amateur. I don't think he had a fight. But he got us into the boxing. What was his name? Michael George Selby.
I think you would have been proud of that performance.
Definitely. He's looking over me all the time, smiling. And that's what I wear on the back of my shorts, Slinky. That's his nickname. That's what we used to call him.
When was the last time you saw you box? When was the last time you saw you box?
Well, when I turned professional, I think he was supposed to come to my first fight. He didn't end up coming. And then he passed away with my second.
Do you already look at the division and look at some of the other names that are in there? Obviously, Nicholas Walters is in your division, Lamenchenko's in the division. Do you kind of look at those kind of fights in the future and think mouth-watering chances as well? Are you ready as well, getting them guys over here possible?
Yeah, they're massive fights, and I think we deserve a little bit of fun first. Love to take him back to Wales. We do have the problem with the arena there, only holds just under 5,000. So, but Lee's ready to go. He's minor marks, but we've already talked before the fight. He wouldn't have known, but that's our job. About getting him out end of August, very early September. And I'd like him to have at least 2 fights before the end of the year. He's good enough. He can fight literally anyone in the division. I think the unification fights will come, but they're not something we're looking at immediately for Lee Selby. But he wants the biggest fights possible. But I do think that he's going to be around for a long time, and I think we want to get some defences in as quickly as possible.
We spoke before, and you said his previous fights you don't think has gone out of 3rd gear. Did he get to 4th gear at least today?
I think because of the opponent. Maybe he hadn't got out of 2nd gear in the past. Maybe that was 3rd gear tonight.
That's fair.
Gradovich, he made Gradovich look like an average fighter. That was just the 5th defence of his world title. He's just won fight of the year. He's a very good fighter. But Lee Selby can make you look really, really bad at times, and I felt like the style was perfect, and that's why we pushed so hard to get Gradovich here. He wasn't cheap, but I didn't want to go to Russia, really, because even if that same fight might have taken place tonight, we might have got a draw. You know what I mean? So it's like we had to get that fight here, and if we did, we knew he'd become world champion.
Chris, you paid your dues in the game. What does tonight mean to you? Seeing Lee, achieve his dream.
Yeah, it's a great night. We've had him, from fight 1, brought him along. But our job was firstly to make him British champion, and then European champion. Now he's world champion. Now Jamie and our job will be, and Eddie of course, to make him into a megastar. And I believe he has got the ability, the dedication, the determination to go on and become that star.
He's one of my favourite fighters to watch in Britain, undoubtedly.
Yes.
What words did you say to Mr. Garcia and co at the weigh-in? Because obviously we know you like a row.
I love a row.
What exactly was exchanged between the rival camps?
What they said that he'd be running tomorrow, so I then said, don't worry about running. And then he said something, and then I walked forward. We ain't running. You know what I mean?
You had no idea.
There was a few other bits as well.
Yeah.
You had no idea about who you are and your reputation.
Well,
obviously.
We're boxing people. Likewise, I would never disrespect Gradovich. And as far as I'm concerned, he was disrespecting our man, and I'm there. Right on. No one does that.
Was he your second world champ?
Yes, we had Catley. That was 15 years ago. He won the final eliminator in Montreal, and then went to Germany and knocked out Marcus Baer for the WBC title.
Maybe another one next month.
Haskins.
Yes, and then we have Haskins on in 2 weeks' time. Yes, for the IBF title. So we're flying, and like Eddie said earlier, we had Temuka win in the week, and he'll be our next star, Temuka Mucha.
How long do you think you can stay at that weight? Do you think is it a struggle to make? I'm not fully grown. I'd stay at that weight, unless like a great opportunity comes up with a weight of work, or a weight of work. Who knows?
The super featherweight division is not really
That's what
that
it
great,
is.
you know what I mean?
Big fights.
I remember when we first signed him, I said that same question. I said, "You're massive at featherweight." He said, "You know, I could make super bantamweight." Big fights at super bantamweight. You'll probably find those super bantamweights coming up to featherweight, by the way.
Yeah.
Before too long. So
Yeah, Creek's only about 2 fights away from maybe moving.
maybe. And Frampton, I think the same. Frampton against Selby.
You might be
Creek
fighting
against
Marvers, they were saying, Frampton. weren't they?
No, but I think
No?
he would have an easy one in July. I think.
Have you looked? Have you looked at people like Scott Creek and Frampton as a strong future? Yes, definitely. They're big names in boxing. I'll fight anybody.
We want to
Like I
get
said, we don't want.
we don't and we want to get ourselves into a situation where we're not talking about Nicholas Waters or Lomachenko and Stockwick. We want to be in a situation where they're talking about us and they want to box Lee Selby because they know that that's going to be the big draw.
What does it mean to be a Welsh world champ? So many great Welsh fighters over the years, and now you've joined that elite list.
Let's say I'm the 12th world champion. It's great. You mentioned those type of names, like fighters I've watched growing up. It's just an honor.
Heroes welcome when you get home.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Freedom of Baron.
That's what they said.
In two hours.
You're going to keep to the top.
Two hours.
Open air bus. Get an open air bus.
You're right. We'll do that. I've just got the bill for the community.
Yeah, I boxed him before. I think it was like 8,000.
Maybe open top.
The last time I fought. It was double that. Yeah, tonight, so it was surprising. As soon as I come out, and I hear about me, it was really cheap.
Great
It was
reception.
just two different versions.
Yeah, it was just because of the Bronca fight, you put on an absolute masterclass. Not everyone in the arena seemed to get it, but tonight, from day one, it was like, moment one, you were like a home fighter, and the reception was incredible.
I think Jack
First
Trader
time he's
was
boxed it, isn't it?
Trader was more my talk, might have got him more.